And it looks like we are live, so I'm going to say hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. How are we all doing this fine Monday? Yeah, it's been a bit of an interesting one for me, at least in terms of the old channel. I'll do a bit of housekeeping. Last week, I was like, what the hell happened to Friday's video? This week, I'm like, what the hell happened to Friday's video? But with a different emphasis. Went from having the worst to the best. It's all been a bit up and down lately. But yeah, as Friday came to a close, that video did okay. I was like, yeah, this is, I'm okay with it. I'm happy with this. I'm not upset. But it was, middling. It's now shot to the top. I mean, combine fucking Star Trek with someone saying space is fake plus CC, and you're in for a good time. And people realize that. I'm happy about that for now. I'm riding the joy. I'm sure that the next abysmally performing video will send me spiraling once again. That's just what being a YouTuber is. Endless ups and downs. If I know one thing, if I have like an extended period where things are going really well, then I just start getting imposter syndrome instead. So it's like I can literally never be happy. But yeah, how are you doing? Have you had a good one? Did you have a decent week? Did you have a terrible week? I know some of you haven't had great weeks, but we will try and let's not dwell on that. Let's enjoy ourselves, at least for the moment. That's what I try to provide, a space of enjoyment rather than the real world. That's why I cover idiots. Or that's why even when I cover certain types of idiots, I cover the stupid, obviously stupid shit they say. Endless ups and downs, whiskey time. It is definitely whiskey time. Evening, sir and Mrs. I'm in Bruges until tomorrow. Had a beer earlier, almost tasted like boozy pineapple and passion fruit juice. That is an interesting beer. I would bet that if I tried it, it would taste like beer. And I'd be like, yeah, that's lovely. The amount of beers I've been handed go, oh, no, you don't understand. This one tastes like meringue. Or this one's like, oh, super lemony. And I taste it, it's like, it just tastes like fucking beer. And like, so when people tell me, oh, or whiskey just tastes all the same, like, I get it. If you don't have a taste for it, then you're going to not be able to tell the difference. But funnily enough, we had this problem. Was it last weekend or was it? It wasn't this weekend. We didn't go out this weekend.
No.
Last weekend we went to the pub, and they brought. I had a JD and Pepsi Max, a drink that I have often. I know I mix my whiskey. Fight me, but yeah, it came out, and it tasted so fucking weird. I was like, there is no goddamn way that it. Mrs. Sick thinks it tasted of bells. I don't think it did, but that shows like a difference in our taste perception.
I don't know, it tastes like paint thinner, which I instantly go to bells.
Yeah, it tasted bad. It definitely tasted chemically. I think that was the way to put it. Now, my theory is that someone washed like the pourer with like a strong cleaning agent, and they didn't wash it out properly. That's my running thing. Bells or balls juices. Yeah, that's one of the things I've come to a realization of, and this is probably going to tank my stock. Everyone's going to think, Sir Sick, he's given up. He doesn't believe anything anymore. Much like I've already admitted, I'm not that into Irish whiskey, although I do like the orange Jamesons because it's like super orangey. You can't really taste anything other than the orange. I don't really like Scotch. Like, there's Scotches that are okay, but the particular flavour of Scotch just doesn't do it for me. I like bourbon. And some would tell me that means that I don't like whiskey. But it's literally called whiskey. It might have an E in it. I don't give a fuck. My preference is bourbon. I'm sorry, not sorry. I like what I like. And I'm going to have to write an apology video. I realize this now. Uh, but no, yeah,
You're gonna cry on camera.
I'm gonna get a ukulele.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a dog. Oh my god, that's the best excuse to get a dog I've ever
No.
had. Mrs.
You're not getting a dog just to make an apology video.
That's the only reason to get a dog. So you're like, I'm sorry, and then you show the dog's face and you like squish it into the camera. I'm so sorry. Look at the dog's face. Look at the dog's face. Yeah. I think that the best trick is to just never fucking apologize for anything. Even if you know you're wrong. I'm not saying double down. Just pretend it didn't happen. Stop killing buffaloes for their wings. I do like chicken wings, I'll be honest. Scotch eggs are the best with pepper and brandy on pickle. Maybe you are drinking it wrong. But that's brandy. Brandy isn't what? Brandy isn't a whiskey. What are you talking about? Oh, you mean Scott? Are you saying I'm drinking Scotch eggs wrong? Is that the joke, or is it not a joke and you're just crazy? But I do like Scotch eggs. I don't like Scotch whiskey. I think someone might be able to bring me one, but like I've recently tried a few different ones, and I'm like, oh my god, they all just taste. There's a particular Scotch flavor, and it overwhelms. To be fair, I can drink it and I can enjoy it in the right drink, but if it's a peaty one, they are disgusting. I don't understand why anybody likes them. And if you don't know what a peaty whiskey is, if you have any concept of what TCP tastes like, it literally tastes like that. With like if you know what Scotch tastes like,
the smell of TCP alone puts me off everything.
It's so weird, and they're usually really expensive ones as well. It's like, so we made whiskey, but it was absolutely fucking awful. I know, let's sell it to rich people. That's the only thing I can think. It's like potpourri. It's just stuff that fell from trees. And I know that this is an Eddie Izzard bit, but it is just stuff that fell from trees. You couldn't sell it to a poor person, but you put it in a little box with a ribbon on it, and you sell it for £5. Ridiculous. I prefer oaky Scotch to peaty Scotch. Now, I love the idea of oaky Scotch, but I can never taste the oak. It doesn't come through for me. Oak only comes through with bourbon for me. I don't know what it is about bourbon. I don't know what they do. And the more fancy the bourbon, the more I tend to like it. It's really annoying. Maybe I need to try a really, really expensive Scotch, and that one will be
either
like
that,
all
or
it's...
you just like what you like.
Or I just like what I like. I've tried some of the presumably they're Scotches as well. No one else, like, I don't know if there are other countries' versions of bourbons, but I'd like to try them. But I can't say that I found them to exist. I have tried the Buffalo Trace bourbon cream. Holy fuck, that's delicious. That is so nice. That is like dangerous. Mrs. Sick tried it and she quite likes it, and she loves her Irish cream. So, you know, it almost tastes like strawberry milkshake, but with like an edge. It's really nice.
Apparently there's a Finnish bourbon.
A Finnish bourbon. I should try that. I should really go out and just try all the bourbons, preferably at once in a big bucket. Dip bottle in wax, charge extra. Yeah. There was I told you guys the story of the guy I met at a barbecue, and he's like, oh yeah, they bought me this fancy one. It was imported from America. And he said, oh, I don't know what it is though. I don't really drink whiskeys. Blah blah blah. And I was like, you know, I can't promise you I'll know what it was. It was fucking Maker's Mark. It was Maker's Mark, and it had the made for UK consumption mark on it. And I couldn't lie to the guy and said, oh, aren't you clever? I was just like, yeah, this is just fucking Maker's Mark, mate. You can get it like it's a nice gift. I would be quite happy. Like, if someone just gave me a bottle of Maker's Mark, then that's cool. But it wasn't. Someone lied to him, and I just
Yeah, but
I could not let him know.
expensive is relative, so.
Yeah, bourbons, chocolate whiskey, not chocolate bourbons, which are also delicious, to be fair. And if someone made bourbon, holy fuck. Because one of my favourite drinks, something Scotch is good in, hot chocolate. Scotch works in hot chocolate for me. Might be something about how it flavors. Bourbon is better, not going to lie, but Scotch works. Your brain sees you drink alcohol and goes, why would they do that? Their brain must be stupid, but I'm their brain. So it becomes stupid. And that's how getting drunk works.
I don't know.
That seems reasonable.
I always see my brain as being separate from me.
Yeah. Madeira, wood finished Glenmorangie is nice. PT whiskey's a vomit. Thank you, Craig,
Is
for
that vindication?
vindicating me. I am correct. Bon. That's what it should be called. Bon. What is your opinion on Mediterranean cuisine? What I've had of it, it's fine. I like it. I've probably not had amazing versions of it, but I've had good enough. I have noticed that their puddings muchly cream based for some reason. Not sure why, but there was a lot of them. But yeah, I'm sure. Like what I've experienced of it was in a not a buffet. Well, I guess it was a buffet style thing. It basically on the holiday we had essentially a Mediterranean style cuisine. And yeah, it was fine. I've had Italian food too. I don't know if that counts as Mediterranean, but that is
Yes, it
also
does.
nice. Yeah, it's pleasant.
Italy
Liked
in
it.
the Mediterranean.
To be fair, like sometimes when I eat certain foods, they don't agree with me. And the entire time I ate the food, like when we were on holiday, which was largely Mediterranean style cuisine, I was fine. So I think it suits my constitution at the very least. Your brain sees you drink orange juice and it goes, orange. Diamond Mima has all the correct takes, it seems. Hopefully they don't fuck up. I'm now 8 weeks alcohol free. I want to find all this free alcohol you've got. Seems that drunken Quilquist is hoarding. Gyro, shawarma, or no preference? I don't know. Or is it gyro? Something like that. Again, don't know. Jameson's from a baby beaker is the best. Yes, I was drunk and got pranked. We were a drunk baby. Because I can't see how that prank works in any other way. Someone hands you a baby beaker and they go, there you go. And you go, oh, that's a baby beaker. Oh, well, it's got whiskey in it. Drink. You're missing out, Sick. I probably am. There's lots and lots of food that I would like to try. When we were on holiday, one of the foods that I really liked was this chickpea rice dish. It was fucking delicious.
I think that was Moroccan.
I don't know what it was, but it was nice.
It was really nice, though.
They only brought it out once the entire time.
Sad.
But it was very, very nice. Betrayal, but good job, you bastard. I am the great betrayer. They call me that because of how sexy I am.
I thought it was all because of the bee trays that you have.
I have trays of bees.
Mm-hmm.
I'm friends with Dr. B.
No, not this again.
I like Dr. B. It's funny.
You bring it up so much.
By day, a normal wasp-themed superhero. At night, he becomes Dr. Bees. Your future self is very disappointed with you. My past self is very disappointed with me. I think even my current self is disappointed.
Everyone's just disappointed with me.
It's the one thing they all agree about. Yes. Filling the soft spot as whiskey holder. The only reason to have children. Jesus Christ. I was completely unaware that was a thing until I met Mrs. Sick. Thankfully, I found out about it before we had kids. But there was a fucking, I think it was a Family Guy joke where Britney Spears like has a baby and she just like pops the top of the baby's head in and then uses it as an ashtray. And I was like, what the fuck? And she was like, yeah, babies have soft spots on the top of their head. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
the skull hasn't formed properly yet.
I
How do you expect them to like go through the birth canal?
I don't know. I just thought it was magic.
Magic.
Yeah, I don't know if it's something that I just forgot. Because that's one of the things. You might think, oh, I can't believe you never learned that as a kid. There's so many things I learned as a kid that I have no fucking concept of. The amount of French I can't remember is ridiculous.
I know like 3 French words.
The main one I know is Où est la bibliothèque or something like that. That's probably wrong.
I know
Je suis
I
un
know
table.
bibliothèque because I thought it was hilarious.
Bibliothèque is
It was just the way because
it's-
the French teacher was not really teaching us French. They just
it's
kind of
bibliothèque.
put on a tape and made us listen to it. And the French person who was saying bibliothèque on the tape sounded so weird that it stuck. But then there was le pissing because obviously you pee in a pool. So there you go. That was hilarious.
In the pew. You got to piss in the pissy.
Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, the tape thing was just factually true of all French classes. Like, the teacher would just fucking flounce in and put a tape on, and then you'd hear, écoutez et répétez. And that's when you know you've run out of French. It's like, I don't know how. Écoutez et répétez. Babies can also turn their heads around like owls. I feel like that one's not worth the scientific inquiry. I believe the soft spot is called the crown, which is ironic because crowns are usually quite firm and made of metal. Children are awesome as long as they're yours. I hate other people's kids. The saying goes, farts. Children are like farts. People quite like their own. Mr. Sick does not get that one.
No,
I do.
I don't like.
And some of you get it as well.
My own farts are horrible, so I don't like them.
Some of you you do a fart and you go, oh, proud of that.
I don't know if that's a bloke thing. Then again, my mom's horrendous. So
the kids constantly walk into the room and just fart loudly at us.
I'm aware.
And giggle and I was talking to chat. You're not the only person in here. It's us and 94 other people.
I get they're like, oh, I've got something important to tell you, and then they'll fart. Or when I'm on the phone to them, they're like, oh, wait a minute, can you hear it? And I'm like, what? And then they'll just go, and I'm like, and then giggling. Great, thanks.
Wait, do they fart into their phone speaker?
Like they make it with the mouth, not with the ass.
No, do you think?
I think.
Yeah. You're like, oh, that must be.
I'm pretty sure it's.
Gonna have to ask our kids if they fart into their phone, and then to explain to them that they've just been breathing in their own farts. That'd be a very funny conversation. I'm proud of them. Someone had to be really.
I wish farts were contagious like yours.
That is a concept that I rather enjoy. It's one person walks into a room, does a massive fart, and then everyone in the room just starts farting their brains out. A bit like vomiting, but I guess. Oh no, because it's like diarrhea could be it.
Oh no!
It's everyone starts shitting themselves.
Contagious diarrhea.
I mean, in a way, diarrhea is pretty contagious, but all the dogs who fart and wake themselves up, that shit is
adorable.
Hilarious. Hi, Yanis. You have walked in. We're talking about contagious shits and farts. Sounds a lot like a Monty Python sketch. I mean, there was that Doctor Who parody, which was written by someone who went on to write actual episodes, I believe. And there's a point at which the Doctor and the Master start communicating through the language of farts. Are not wet farts a weak diarrhea? I mean, an incredibly weak diarrhea. Thankfully. Ah, good. I was worried it might be low brow conversation. No, it's low butthole. Human centipede with diarrhea. Oh, shite. I mean, that's the implication of most of it anyway. Should I eat the asparagus or the vanilla paste? Some of you know what I'm talking about. The sicklings are going to get pink eye from farting on their phones. That's going to be the conversation I have to have with them if it turns out they've been farting onto their phones.
I very much doubt it. I
wouldn't be shocked to find out. Oh, it was cuttlefish. Sorry. I thought it was asparagus for some reason. But Kermit knows. It's a really funny episode. It's not a good episode, but it's very funny. Made me laugh. Never even seen the human centipede because it sounds like total trash.
It does.
People, I have watched probably more, like, I wouldn't call them think pieces, but they're more like,
I just watched.
What if the human centipede isn't as stupid as it seems?
I just watched memes on it. And then I was like, from that, I'm like, right, I don't need to watch this.
Right, I think I've got the gist.
I got the gist of it, yeah.
Well, what I was talking about was a South Park episode, and they one of the kids gets sewn into a human centipede because it was written in the Apple contract. You know, when you just click agree. You'd probably like that episode because you'd feel vindicated because Mrs. Sick reads all of the EULAs more or less.
I skim them. I don't
Unless
read
I'm
them.
involved, where I like zoom to the bottom.
Oh
and
god,
she's
it
like,
annoys
"What are you
me.
doing?"
It annoys me so much. I like to skim them so I know what I'm getting into.
I know the main reason that you like them. You like to find the Easter eggs.
There is Easter eggs in, especially games. Games terms
There's a
and
lot of
conditions.
Easter eggs in games ones.
I don't read it. I skim it.
She's read more than one. When I was in grade 9, our English instructor started talking about childbirth for some reason. And a classmate seriously asked, wait, I thought they just kind of fell out when they got heavy enough. I mean, that's almost correct. That's enough, especially if you literally didn't know anything about childbirth. If the information that you've been given, person gets bigger and bigger and bigger, well, something's got to give. It's either weight or it's pressure. Funnily enough, I don't know how childbirth even got brought up. Someone brought up crowns, I think. But for some reason, I have a very, very random YouTube Shorts timeline. And Mrs. Sick is now a full addict. She kept going, oh, no, I'm not into them. I don't watch them. I don't watch them. No. Oh, pardon me. Now she sends me many of them. She's, oh, you got to watch this one, though. Oh, you got to watch this one, though.
They're great, like, because
they're great, and they're awful.
No, like, they're great for turning your brain off.
Yeah, but one of the ones I watched, and I watched the whole thing, and I'm not even sure why, but I think it was just, like, kind of a nostalgia thing. But it was fellas lifting up their missus's bellies while they were pregnant, and every single woman went, oh, my God, that's so much better. And I was just like, yeah. I remember that. Sent it to her, and she was like, yeah, I remember that. You know, it's times. Let's go away from talking about childbirth. Let's double down. Let's talk about extra childbirth. What about second childbirth?
Double childbirth. Side by side. Oof.
I mean, you did have twins, but you...
No, mine were the other way around, though. They had the feet first.
Yeah, they kicked the door in.
Yeah, they did.
It was an early as well. Dangerous. Should have known. Should have known what they'd be up to. I'm surprised they didn't fart out the hole.
Double barrel birth canal.
Jesus.
Just...
Yanis wants to talk about vasectomies. Well, what? It's quite simple. They just chop your penis off. I swear to God, some people must think that's what it is. I'm almost a millionaire. I have all the zeros. I just need a one. Fair.
No, that's circumcision.
Which one is the one where they cut it in half and then they tie it in a bow?
Vasectomies is when you just get your testicles and just keep twisting and twisting and twisting and twisting.
I just realised what you said. They get a vice, right? There's the one where they just basically they take the tip and then they pull it and pull it and pull it until you have a much bigger penis. It doesn't work anymore because it's basically like, you know, when you get a spring and you pull it really far, that's what penis extension does. You'll have a massive looking penis and it won't do anything. That's a fact backed up by stuff I just made up. And then it makes a burr noise when they unspin. You are learning so much about the human body today. I mean, none of it is true, but you're learning.
Welcome to biology, guys.
Someone casts testicular torsion. You always have to. Random alcohol moment here. One of my customers at my bar is offering me some of his homebrew whiskey.
Oh, God.
I accepted. If I don't have a stupid comment next week, we'll know how it went.
Good luck.
Did they bring you a tincture?
Make sure you
Did they call it a tincture? Because if they didn't, then they're not pretentious enough for it to be. I don't know if it'd be good or if it'd be bad.
That's sealed with wax.
Yeah.
With 3 X's on it.
To be fair, if someone offered me free whiskey, I'm not going to say no. I mean,
I would be very careful with it.
I might see how flammable it is first. Like if the air itself around it just bursts into flames. It's more accurate than my creationist homeschool biology curriculum. Oof.
Oh, God.
Oh. I would say I feel for you. Like, I can't relate, but I sympathize in a that sounds shit kind of way. Thankfully, I had an actual education. Canada is selling human organs. I mean, it depends which ones.
A lot of countries sell human organs.
Moonshine. There's no such thing as free whiskey. It's all paid for by the fermentation process.
You're not down as an organ donor, are you?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think you were.
Well, I'm down with a caveat that all my organs have to go to the same person. So it's less of a donation and more of a hostile takeover. That is a Jimmy Carr joke, I think.
I find that really odd, that you're not an organ donor.
They're mine.
Yeah, but you don't need them after you're gone.
I think you'll find I do.
I'm an organ donor.
What am I supposed to throw at people as a zombie? I wake up as a zombie and I'm missing all my organs.
Yeah, but all you need is the brain, and then, but they don't take brains.
They'll take mine. For science. They need to figure shit out. They'll be like, what the fuck was this guy thinking?
He's too pickled.
Let's find out.
Nobody wants his organs anyway.
Yeah, I'm literally not going to be able to die. I'm just walking. I'm a walking fucking egg. What do I get when he dies? A slap. Because it'll be your fault. Organ donor. No, I'm selling them, not giving them away. I mean, yeah, that's the way to do it. I'm selling my organs when I die, and it's going into a bank account under my name, and that is not accessible to anyone. That's ideal. Just take some fucking currency out of the world.
Like, I discovered recently that I can give blood again, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah, finally!" And I jumped at the chance. And you were like, "No, it's mine."
You didn't ask me anything.
I'm hoping that I can convince you to do it, because it's really good for people.
Listen, I'll donate blood. It's just when they start asking questions about where did all this blood come from, I'm not going to be able to answer them. Anyone want my organs? One's a Yamaha. They open you up and there's a fucking keyboard
Nobody wants
inside.
sick organs.
Or donate the one important organ, but it's already been twisted and turned upside down. And
I love the idea that they try and get blood out of you and it's just whiskey.
I mean, that's who I'm donating it to. The drunk fund. Giving blood, fucking vampires. Christians think body is sacred, so if you donate organs, Many of them will be angry. That's the best argument I can make for it, probably. There's only certain types of Christian. There's plenty of Christians who don't think that that's sensible or smart or right. But there's plenty of other ones who hate all humans and pretend that they're better than everyone. So, it's all fun. I donated 136 kidneys to my nearest hospital. They called the cops on me. How ungrateful. Can I have your whiskey when you die, or are you going to be buried with it?
Get a random street tattoo in a pub car park if you want to avoid donating blood.
What the fuck? Yeah. I don't understand how you think I'm going to have enough whiskey left to be buried with it. What do you think will have killed me? For God's sake, think. Drinking after donating blood? Bad idea. Fucking...
You get absolutely fucked, apparently.
Yeah. What you can do, if you really must try it, have a single drink and nothing else. But unfortunately, when you have a drink on that, you probably aren't going to be making good decisions. So I would recommend not drinking, unless it's blood. Drink blood, because then you top yourself up. Then you can drink normal.
Oh my God!
And you'll be fine. What's your favorite genre of music? Well, I would say, my immediate answer is just metal, but that's a big question. That's like asking young Neil what he plays, which is supposed to mean instrument, but he goes, I don't know, Zelda. It's a big question. Would you accept mummification by immersion in a sealed case filled with whiskey as an appropriate burial method?
That's just getting pickled, isn't it?
Yeah, that's already happened. I don't need it. I want to be buried in one of those ones with the little bell.
With a cage around it.
Yeah. Because when it inevitably turns out that I was just really pissed, I'm going to be even more annoyed if I'm underground alive. Yeah. What he doesn't recommend drinking. What have you done with Sir Sick? Listen, I'm talking about other people. I didn't say me. I have brilliant advice that I do not take. I know how to lose weight. I know how to get fit. I know how to have a healthy lifestyle. I do none of these things.
Improve your sleep hygiene.
Oh my God. I have so much fantastic advice. I am a hypocrite. I am terrible. I cannot take a single word of my own advice. Didn't they transport Nelson in brandy? I heard something like that. He must have smelled amazing or absolutely fucking horrific. It would be nowhere. No, there'd be no in between. Question for both of us: thoughts on gin? Her, yes. Me, no.
Yeah, I like gin.
Although I don't mind a gin and tonic if it's made right. That is to say, not with lemon. You make them with lime. If you make them with lemon, they literally, and I mean literally, turn into perfume. Which is why they taste like perfume, or why a lot of you probably think that gin and tonic tastes like perfume.
Well, it's Mrs. Six's favourite genre of music. I don't have one.
She loves a lot of types of music. That's the thing. I like tons of music.
I like a very wide range of music. And depending on my mood, I will listen to different music.
But let's be fair. If we're going out on the piss, we're going to a metal club.
Yeah.
Almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
Because most other clubs are shit.
Because you won't go anywhere else. That's
We have been other places. We both agree that they're shit. I think the problem is that other places are more likely to have wankers.
True, yeah.
Metal clubs are less.
Metal clubs, if you're,
it's just a vibe thing,
yeah,
more than anything.
If you're moshing, people like it in metal clubs.
When I first went to my first metal club, we were walking up, and I didn't have much in terms of he's a mosher guy kind of clothing, but I walked up. I was in all black. I had a band t-shirt on. I felt pretty okay about myself. And then as we were, before the people in front of us, the most chavviest chavved who ever chavved in Chavton got turned away at the door. And I was like, it was such a perfectly timed moment. I was like, I have found my new home. There will be no chavs in this location because they're not allowed in. That's fucking phenomenal. And it was for many years. It's where I met Mrs. Sick. It's yeah, good times. Unfortunately, especially after COVID, most places have shut down. It's very hard to find a good anything club these days.
Yeah.
Unless it's a club for beating people to death with, but that's a different kind of
I think
fun.
a lot of younger generations as well, they don't party like we did.
Yeah, fucking losers.
I think they just can't afford it. Everything's
Yeah,
expensive.
we couldn't afford it either. We just made it work.
We made it work.
We
but
made
it
it
was,
happen.
But it was significantly cheaper than.
I guess. Can you be silent? I'm asking someone something. I can be silent. And that was a question. So there you go. You get your answer. I am entirely capable of being silent. I just won't. Metal clubs. I have seen metal pins in my leg and a metal plate. Can I come with you? You would be pretty metal. You could, in fact, say, "Hi there, I'm metal as fuck. Can I come in?" And they'll be like, "Rock and roll, brother." I remember martini hangovers. Do you now? The only time I drank martini and I just had it out of a bottle straight. No clever, like not like a vodka martini, not like a cocktail. I just saw a cheap bottle of martini. I was like, let's try that to get fucked. I then rode my bike to the metal club that I was talking about. One of the local supermarkets had bike parking, so I parked up there. And I was drunk, but I was like, good enough. Does Sir Six snore? Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
But the real question is, does Mrs. Six snore?
Oh yes. Yeah, definitely.
We're both pretty bad, which is why we have to try and fall asleep at about the same time. I fall asleep after her. It's all fun. Also, Mrs. Six.
I can't sleep.
90% of the time.
I can't sleep if I can't hear you snoring, though.
Yeah. If she wakes up and I'm quiet, she wakes up. And she's like, is he alive? But if I'm snoring, it's like a white noise machine for her. Could you keep talking for another hour? I'm trying to sleep and this is my background noise.
No.
You
wake up.
Wake up. Grab your brush and put a little makeup.
Just so in 10 minutes we'll just make a really loud noise.
Well, I'll pipe the what is it? Random metal bar falling to the ground randomly for an hour. I'll pipe that through the stream. I'll leave the stream on for another hour.
In silence.
Like, just because this person falls asleep, I just leave the stream on in silence so they don't think. They just think the stream has ended and like, oh, I can't be bothered to get up. That would be so fucking funny. Favorite line from a pub bouncer: "We don't serve drinks in your bedroom. Don't sleep in our bar." Fair enough. I would counter with, "Well, why not? Why don't you serve drinks in my bedroom? It's only upstairs. I'm the pub landlord. What the fuck are you doing?" And they're like kicking me out. Talking shit is what makes Mondays tolerable. Talking shit is what makes Mondays. Low battery smoke detector. Wav. This is the kind of shit that I do like to pull, though. I mean, I'm not going to do it now because people get mad at me, but you know those devices that many of us have in our homes that listen when you call out their name, and then you can set a timer for 3 o'clock in the morning. Fun prank, just do that in everyone you ever meet, especially when people leave the room so they don't know. It's just the best. It's just the best. Diamond Mima has Beppis, apparently. I do like Beppis. Beppis Maxis. It's the one. I've discovered recently there's a Pepsi Max without caffeine, so I can drink Pepsi Max at night and it not keep me up all night. So that's probably helpful. That might even actually genuinely make me sleep better. I mean, I shouldn't drink as much Pepsi Max as I do, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't drink as much as some fuckers. Jesus Christ. People are like,
Or
what,
like
rookie
20,
numbers.
25 cans a day type thing.
Yeah, they just drink a 24-pack in one sitting. It's like crazy. Group of very young teens walked in my local, asked for beers. Landlord said, "Certainly, son. What flavour?" Beer flavour beer. Make sure the chain is bare. I don't know what you're talking about. Sick, it's past your bedtime. Go to sleep. It is not past my bedtime. My bedtime is, in fact,
It's like 4 a.m.
yeah, it's like very early in the morning. I heady to beddy at between 11 and 12, and then I spend an hour plus, usually 2 hours, playing whatever video game I play at the moment that gets Mrs. Sick to go to sleep, and then I have an hour at least where I can't fall asleep, and eventually I will get to sleep. Hard ginger beer. Hard ginger beer is nice. Hard ginger beer is really nice. It does give me kind of a burny asshole. I don't know why.
Because ginger's a spice, that's why.
I suppose that makes sense. Orange flavored orange. I mean, I once worked with a person that put an entire container of energy squirt, like the kind you squirt into water to make it zoomy, into an extra large monster on a daily basis to start his day. Fuck that. I mean, the existence of the squirt things is already ridiculous enough. But no. Sick, I think that the whiskey has finally hit your noggin. Are you doing that thing where people give you, they're like, what do you call it now? You know, everybody's had that drunk person who doesn't think they're drunk when they're obviously absolutely fucking obliterated. And every time you tell them that they're drunk, they get more and more upset with you, even though they get more and more slurry. But if you really want to fucking annoy someone, they've had one drink, I'm on my second, you could start going, "Oh yeah, you're so drunk." Jesus Christ. That would be very fucking annoying. Sick is speaking from experience. I don't recall ever having I have been the sober and someone else who was absolutely fucking obliterated telling me that I was as drunk as they were when I knew that I'd had two. I think it was about three, and I could drink this person under the table several times over. They were fucked, and they were telling me, "You know, drunk too," and I was like, I'm as drunk as you, yeah, mate. I'm definitely as drunk as you," and that placated him, and I was like, "For fuck's sake!" And then I had to look after them for the rest of the night. Weed is good. Weed is great. Weed is how you have gardens if you don't look after them. We're talking about that, right? I'm not as think as you drunk I am. That's fair. Or I have been the sober, so sick. I mean, true. Sick when oil upstream. I don't know what you're talking about. I've spent 10 years in the Navy, and I was the designated non-drinker for many a Liberty group. There were many flavors of drunk. I've been a barman, so I've seen every single flavor of drunk, including being a weird, creepy fucking asshole to another member of staff. Like, just unbelievably, unsettlingly disgusting. To which point I said, "No, sir, I don't think I'm going to be able to serve you." I was very polite, but it was basically, "What the fuck? Get out." And they managed to get their hands on a pint and threw it on me, which I was not expecting. Because I'm a really big dude, and this guy was smaller than me, but apparently he was mad drunk as well. But he didn't try and hit me. He fucking threw a drink on me, which is, you know, a tough guy move. Most drunk I've ever been was at work, at a work do that had an open bar being paid for by BT. Everyone was absolutely obliterated that night for sure. Oh yeah, big company does an open bar, you make them fucking pay, and they probably still won't. They probably still pay a fraction of what it should cost. I've heard of something called smoking weed, and I think weed would look nice with fancy clothing. I mean, fancy clothing almost certainly looks nicer if you're
Do you
having the weed.
dress up to smoke? Is that
I mean, to be fair,
put on the Sunday best?
cigarettes do make people inherently look cooler as long as they know how to smoke. If you don't know how to smoke, then you look terrible. You look like an idiot. If you smoke like a wanker, then it will make you look worse. But it can make people look very cool. I'm not saying smoking is good. Smoking is bad. But
but if you want to be a bad boy.
But if you want to look cool. You won't look cool though if you take a draw of a cigarette and go
and then hack up a lung.
Yeah. That's the opposite of cool/sexy. Not a good look.
Oh god, what is that band called? Hang on.
What's that band called? Steve. I was drunk 2 times in my life. One was my 30th birthday, where all my friends made me do a quest line for epic loot. At the end, slaying a dragon included. I had my refill of mana before each challenge. You've been drunk 2 times. Is that, I'm so hardcore, or that I've literally drank twice?
It's a band called Frenzel Romb. And they wrote a song called I Miss My Lung.
Okay.
Because he used to smoke a significant amount.
And presumably he lost a lung.
And then one day he hacked up his own lung.
He literally coughed it up.
Yeah, he coughed up his own lung because it was that bad.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So he wrote a song called I Miss My Lung.
Coffee, lung. Not the fun times. Both times we were doing that they had 30th identical birthdays. Okay. I meant really, really drunk. I don't drink much or often. Okay, fair enough. I'm glad you weren't just saying, yeah, I'm so hardcore. I drunk all the time, but you know when you're really drunk and like your face is slightly itchy? Yeah. So just people explaining drunkenness when they've clearly never done it. Or I've had loads of sex. Oh yeah, you know when she takes off her clothes and then you have to stand on the bed and then you do a flip. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Walking back home one night, found my mate laying in the road with his feet against the curb. I asked what he was doing. He replied, I'm going to jump. Don't try to stop me. Now that's drunk.
That's pretty bad.
I wouldn't have stopped them. I would have legitimately wanted to see what the fuck was going to happen. Presumably there was no cars in the road. I might have stopped them. I've sucked vodka off the sidewalk.
Gross.
I don't think I've done, aside from emergency toileting, I've never done anything like absolutely disgusting or absolutely fucking weird. I have had moments that have confused people. I have this habit of, if I'm really drunk, I find chicken. I just go and I find chicken, and I usually order the biggest amount.
Drunk sick is just like, I need chicken wings.
I need chicken. No, not chicken wings. I don't care about chicken wings when I'm pissed. Chicken wings are a pain in the ass. They're tasty, but they're usually a pain in the ass. No, Southern fried chicken. And I'll buy a box of it. I'll buy like a big box of it because I think that's a fucking brilliant idea. and then I'll carry it around. And I have this other habit of when I hold a bag, I have a habit of carrying it behind my back. Not in like a sneaky way, just in that I have like hands behind my back because it's like a comfortable pose for me. So one time it resulted in real confusion. I was talking to someone for like 10 minutes. And then they turned to talk to someone else. And I pulled out my chicken. I got a piece of chicken. And then he turned back. And I'm just stood there with a random piece of chicken. He's like, where the fuck did you get that chicken from? I was like, just kept eating it. Oh, a treasured memory. I'm sure I've shared it many times here. But it's still very, very, very funny to me. Sick the pissed dinosaur eater. I mean, that is about it. Like, I never care about doner kebabs and stuff. It's like, the thing is, Southern fried chicken is like one of my favourite foods. It's terrible for me, but it's one of my favourite foods. Oh, takeaway chicken. I was worried. Thought you were raiding coops like a fox. I go looking for chickens. It come out, I've got this fucking flapping chicken body sticking out of my mouth. No. I puked, put my hand over my mouth, and managed to vomit between my fingers into my ear.
Oh, God.
No. As a casual vomiter, I am generally really good and at range getting it into toilet bowls. It has, on occasion, not worked out, but most of the time, you'd be amazed at how good of a casual vomit I can manage.
You're good aim.
Yeah. It usually only happens when some asshole comes over. Now, they think they're being nice and they think they're being friendly, but they buy shots. I fucking hate shots. Like, I am... And you can never deny shots. There's no universe. As someone who's pretty adamant in themselves, people who've bought shots just will not give the fuck up, to the point where I am so bored of arguing with them that I just agree because I'm done. I have thrown them over my shoulder before, but that has resulted in problems of its own. So now I try to drink them, or I try to sneak them into my drink so I can at least have a taller version. But yeah, if I have straight shots, they burn in me, regardless of what it is. I fucking hate shots. They are no fun. I don't go out to get absolutely fucking obliterated. I go out to enjoy my drinks and to have a good time and be like vibe wherever I am. And to me, vibing in a location is having a drink that you enjoy. I've learned that I really fucking like cocktails. The nonchalant spew. Do you vomit blood, or are you just a sick? I can't say I've ever known myself to vomit blood. I think I would freak the fuck out if I vomited blood.
I vomited a bit, but then again, I had the flu, so...
Yeah, the worst thing I've had is I blew my nose like crazy one time, and there was an unbelievable amount of snot that had a bit of blood in it, and that was pretty fucking bad. But yeah, that was because I was sick as fuck. That sick, not so sick. Today I learned the sick vomit animation is based on real life. I mean, shots do suck. Better to sip it. Exactly. I don't even like. I'm not a fan of straight. I don't like neat spirits. They're not fun. They're usually not as good. I like a cocktail. I like a drink that is nice. I've always found it confusing when people like can't enjoy a tall drink. I just find that baffling. Cocktail or chicken tail? Please continue. Don't have to be drunk for weird food times. Knew a guy who got extra food from Taco Bell when they got his order wrong. Was waiting for the bus while putting out tacos from pockets later. I like that. So you're just talking to someone and he just reaches into his pocket and slowly pulls out a taco. And you haven't really twigged of what happened there until they start eating it. And you're like, wait a fucking second. Did you just pull a taco out of your pocket? See, as a shot hater, should be called Sir Sip. No, I'm perfectly happy to drink things quickly. They just have to be in a tall drink. To be fair, if you want to have shots with me and have me drink a shot, just get me a tall drink and tell me to neck it. I'll be perfectly happy with that. I just don't like strong, straights, neat alcohol because it makes my insides burn and it makes me want to puke. And I don't want to puke. I bought alcohol for a reason. For it to stay in there, not for it to come out. Mead is awesome. Presumably. I've never had it. I mean to have it, but no. Cold pizza is the best recovery from a night out. Cold pizza is fine, but the best version of yesterday's pizza is to, like, especially if you've got like half a pizza left, so it's like worth the effort. Take the pizza, take each slice, separate them out, and then run them under a tap. I'm not fucking joking. Just turn the tap on and get them completely wet. Don't get them like sodden, but like make water go over the entire surface and then take it out. Put each slice in your oven on a baking tray and give it about 15 minutes at gas mark 5 or 6, and it will be almost like a fresh pizza.
Yeah, it works. It's really good.
It's really good. It's really, really tasty.
But my hangover food is usually a bacon sandwich.
Oh man, we have a local bacon shop. It might as well be a bacon shop. We have a local sandwich shop that delivers, and now that's become pretty right. Square or round pizza? Round pizza. It's not
round.
Pizza unless it's
Why
round.
would you do a square? That's wrong.
Like, I get it. If you're feeding like 50,000 people, then do square pizzas because it's more efficient. But if you're buying a pizza, it's a round pizza. That's a pizza. Otherwise, it's not a pizza. It's a square, sir. American pizza is square. Is it though?
I've seen
plenty of American
circles.
TV shows where they have circles. The world record pizza was round 2. Exactly. That makes it a fact. Hangover cure. Menudo. Don't know what that is. Biscuits and gravy, then more sleep. Do you mean American biscuits and gravy? Because you must mean American biscuits and gravy. Because if you served someone British biscuits with British gravy, they would be the most confused human being alive, regardless of which way round you did that. I was just going to say something similar. I put a very wet napkin over leftover pieces, then microwave it for about a minute. That's an interesting way to do it.
That could work.
But oven is superior 9 times out of 10. It will give you the crisp as well. It'll make the bread bit crunchy and not in a hard chewy way. It'll just be crunchy again. There's a Chicago deep dish pizza, which is more like pie. Yes. The first time I ever had it, I thought it was the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten.
So much
I was
bread.
so fucking confused. No, not. So there's Chicago town pizzas, which are very, very thick bases, which are the fucking microwavable ones. And then there's a Chicago style, which is like a pie base and a thick layer of tomato.
That sounds weird.
I had that as a kid and it was fucking vile. It was cold as well, which probably didn't help. And I was like, what the fuck is this nonsense? Now it might not have been right, or it might have been odd. I don't know. But that's what I was told it was, and I didn't like it at all. It was disgusting. It was basically a tomato paste pie. There's fake Chicago and there's real Chicago. Fake is just thick crust. Real is like a pie with tomato on top of cheese. Madness. Yeah. This one, I don't think it had any cheese on it. I think that was the biggest problem.
Well, that's not...
I know, it's not pizza.
That's just a tomato pie.
Yeah, it was really nasty. Anyway. Biscuits and gravy sounds like something you would feed to a dog.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
That is so... Especially with what it actually is. I think it is something that potentially... Chicken pizza, yes. It's just a pizza with chicken. I've always liked the idea of southern fried chicken on a pizza, but I don't think it would work.
The pizza base is chicken.
The pizza base is chicken, the tomato is chicken, the cheese is chicken, and then it's southern fried. I'll just give me some southern fried chicken. Chicago drunk ice pops does sound bad. It sounds fucking terrible. Anyway, I've got some work to do. Sorry to that one person. I'm not even going to leave you with random pipe falling sounds. Super Luigi and Daisy, you're very late. Either way, for the past few days, been binging your vids, targeting them at Bible enjoyers, and think biscuits and gravy are decent, but I rarely eat gravy. Yeah, all right. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, everyone. And I'm going to go do some work.
See you tomorrow, Connie.
Yeah, and if you want more Mrs. Sick, she has her stream. She does it every single day, 10 p.m. GMT to about 2 p.m. GMT. She'll be playing Dark Souls at the moment. She's doing a rerun. This is the second time she's played it through. She's going to do the DLC this time. It's going to be interesting. But yeah, thanks for coming, and we'll catch you next time. All right, boy.
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 Boy.